Welcome back to Mystical Heart Tarot Readings. This is another update on Little Summer Moon Utah Wells, as seen through the eyes of a stranger with the help of Spirit. Now this first question, what, if any, connection is there between Dulce and Serenity? I'm missing astrology signs in Dulce's case. So I'm going to hold that question until I can get more information. She was in New Jersey and Summer was in Tennessee. Possibly trafficking. There is the possibility they were both trafficked. But I want to be able to give a proper reading and without having the astrology signs of people in Dulce's circle. I need to have those astrology signs to have a better, more clear picture. So I'm going to move on to the next question. And the next question, and I apologize for being late, I got caught up with some things. The next question is, what, if any, is there any connection with oh, excuse me. What, if any, I can't speak tonight. What, if any, connection is there to money regarding Summer being disappeared? So the first card we get is the Six of Swords. Swords being Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Summer. Possibly. Then we have, next to it, the Seven of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm going to get the astrology signs out of the way first. The Magician does not have any astrology sign associated with him. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So, over here, there is the communication. This card's in reverse, right? So we have, there may have been a conflict of some sort. But this also tells us about communication. It could either be negative communication or thoughts. Or it could be secret communication. And then next to that is the Seven of Wands. He's standing there and he's guarded by a wall of wands. And then we have the magician who makes the magic happen. He has all the tools at his disposal. Whatever needs to happen can happen. And then at the end, we have the Ten of Pentacles. And that could represent the money that we're talking about. The 10 represents completion. So was there secret communication? Somebody was guarding their feelings. Somebody made something happen. And I'm not sure what that is. And possibly money was involved. We're going to clarify these cards. We're going to clarify the Six of Swords. And we get the Seven of Swords. And he's upright. The Seven is upright. The Seven is, he's moving forward. He's moving away from other people. He's making a choice to leave his surroundings. Because there's other people in the background. And he's choosing to leave. We're going to clarify the Seven of Wands. The guarded feelings. And we get the Four of Swords. He may be guarding his feelings, but somebody is sitting there guarding their thoughts and communication. The Magician. And we've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this is what we've been seeing. This is what we've all been seeing. Let me pull one card for the 10 so I can come back to this, because I see where this message is going. Coming back to this card, the 7 of Cups. Cups, as I said, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Scorpio, we know, is Dad. And what's Dad been doing? He's been going to church, or he had been. Worshipping. I see him worshipping. And then we have the Sun card, Joy and Happiness. And the Sun could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's clarifying the 10 of Pentacles. And remember, I said the 10 of Pentacles is completion. And the question was, what connection does Summer have with money? And I believe Spirit is telling us that, was she sold? I feel spiritual here. I feel the spirituality in this set. The Magician and the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups, like I said, is in reverse. And he's got his hands outstretched as though he's praying. And then I think we have people over here, Summer being one of them. This person's guarding their feelings. I'm just going to say I feel like there was money involved. There was money involved. It's right here. A transaction was completed. I just heard that. And I've got goosebumps. And the next question. The next question I have is, why was she wearing her school outfit? And the first card we get is the Strength card. The sign of Leo, possibly. And there are quite a few Leos. Or there are a few Leos involved in this case. The Strength card reflects courage and energy. The next one next to it is the Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles being Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, mom, grandma, or the flute player. The Pentacles could be a reflection of the suit itself, since it is the Pentacles. Next to it we have the Moon. Somebody under the sign of Pisces. And then lastly we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we know summer's Aquarius. So, let's clarify these. Because the card that's throwing me off is the first one. So, let me clarify it. Was she weak because she was cold? I'm telling you right now, I've got goosebumps on my legs. After I just said that. Was she cold? Was she weak from being cold? And what's the opposite of weak? Strength. Strong. So let's clarify the Strength card. And we get the Judgment. The Judgment card, and it's upright, reflects a change in life. I'm going to keep clarifying because the goosebumps are only getting worse. The Pentacles, the 8, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Moon. I'll come back to these. Clarifying the Moon. Clarifying the moon. Thank you. And now clarifying the Seven of Swords. I'll come back to these. And we get the Nine of Wands. Alright. As I said, let's start with the question again. Why was she wearing her school outfit? That was the question I asked. The first card out was the Strength card. What's the opposite of strength? Weak. Was she weak to the point because of being cold and so they put the suit on her, hoping that it would warm her up? But it caused a change. It caused a change. Now, like I said, the Eight of Pentacles could reflect the school outfit because it is the Pentacles. And it is clarified by the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Instability. So the clothing created instability. Next to that we have the Moon card, which I said was Pisces. We all know the young man's Pisces. Clarifying that is the Ace of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's a delay in some kind of communication. Is it regarding the water? Because there's water in this card. And then we have the Seven of Swords. That could be Summer trying to communicate. Clarified by the Nine of Wands, trying to communicate how she feels. The question was, why was she wearing her school outfit? I think that when she got out of the water, she was cold. It made her feel weak. She may have gone under, like the young man said, which would also make her feel weak. I know, I've been underwater. I can't swim. I know what it's like. And there was a delay. This could be her card. There was a delay. She was underwater and there was a delay getting to her. And she's trying to communicate how she feels. Or she was trying to communicate how she feels. I hope that answered your question. Okay, so this is another who question. So I'm not going to clarify. I may or may not get an answer to this because, quite frankly, she might not be at this location. Who put Summer at Walker Fork Church in the cemetery, if you are there? Pisces. At this point in time, I only know of one. I don't know if that person knows how to drive or not. I don't know how far away this location is from where she lived at. But I'm being told it was a Pisces. Now, there might be another Pisces out there that's older than the young man that I'm not aware of. Somebody under the sign of Pisces. And only Pisces, because this is the moon card. So take that with a grain of salt because, number one, I don't know the location. I don't know how far away from their house this location is. Number two, I don't know if that young man drives. Number three, I don't know if he might have a learner's permit, but that would mean somebody else would have to be with him. A licensed driver. And that doesn't mean that she's still at that location, if she was indeed at that location. Okay, we're going to move on with the next one. I know it was asked, what did the church teacher take to Hawaii? I'll ask it. It was in the comment section, I'll ask it. What did the school teacher take, the church teacher take to Hawaii? Here we have the Knight of Wands. Sorry, I had to get a drink. The Knight of Wands is about her feelings. Wands are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I can't remember her sign. I know I've got it, but I think she's the same as Summer. I can't remember. I don't have Summer's paperwork over here with me. So we're looking at Aries, Leo, Sag, and Aries, Leo, Sag here with these two cards, because with this card, this is about her feelings. This reflects her feelings. She's moving forward, leaving behind that volcano. She's leaving behind that mess and flying to a place of joy and happiness. Then we have the Judgment card. There's no astrology sign associated. Some kind of change took place, or a rebirth. This could have been a spiritual journey for her. The reason I say that is we've got the purple here, and we've got the angel wings here. Blowing his trumpet. And then we've got the Chariot. Could be somebody under the sign of Cancer, although I can't think of anybody. This reflects travel. Well, we know she traveled. Well, we don't know for sure. That's not been verified. I don't know if she verified that information or not. Let me put that out there. For my purposes, it has not been verified by her or anybody in law enforcement that she went on a vacation to Hawaii. I don't like putting things out if I don't know the truth, and I don't know for a fact that it's true, and this I do not know for a fact is true or not. I have not. If somebody else has heard her say that, drop me a line in the comments section, please. I'd like to know where it was that she said she had taken a trip to Hawaii, because I don't have proof at all that she took a trip to Hawaii. The Knight of Wands. We're going to clarify it. Getting away from hurt feelings. I just heard that. Clarifying the Knight of Wands, please. Thank you, Spirit. We have I believe that's the King of Swords in reverse. conflict, broken trust. Well, yeah, with the mess with this little innocent child being missing. But it's in regards to communications and thoughts. Yeah, that's the king. The sun. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. A delay. A delay in feeling happy. With the Judgment card, I've got the 9 of Wands upright, and I've got the 7 of Wands in reverse. Somebody's conflicted in their feelings. Somebody is an emotional roller coaster, not an emotional. They're feeling. Their feelings are hurt. They don't know how to feel, because one minute they're guarded and the next minute they're feeling hurt. And now the Chariot. Well, I think it happened earlier in the other video, and here it is again with a different card. I can't remember my readings, but I do believe this happened earlier in the other video, where the same card is clarifying itself. Travel. That's the Chariot, and it's upright. The Chariot represents travel. Now the question being, what did the church teacher take to Hawaii? And I'll tell you what she took to Hawaii. Her emotional feelings. Her emotions. Well, I don't want to say her emotions, because I don't have any cups on the board. But her feelings. She's hurt. Her feelings are mixed. You can see it right here, because of the change that took place, and that change being Summer being missing. So what did she take? She took a whole lot of feelings with her. If somebody can verify that show me where she said she went on vacation to Hawaii, I'd appreciate it. If you can point me in a direction, because getting the 2 chariots kind of validates that she did, but it doesn't at the same time. I didn't hear it. I haven't heard that information. I don't read too much social media. Why? Because usually it's the same repetitive thing. You watch one channel, it's either the same thing or they're fighting with somebody else. I'm not like that. I'm not into the drama. I don't want that drama. The only channel I've ever mentioned on here has been Mystery Angels because of what she did for Little Summer. And for her, that I'm grateful. I do have another channel, another tarot reader as well that I watch. And that is, it is I, Stacy. So those are the only two I watch. All those other channels, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. I don't want to see Dad running around with no shirt on. Don't want to see it. Now, how did I know that? Because I'm scrolling in my social media and it's in a post. On that other social media site that I won't mention its name because just not gonna do it. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Let's move on to the next question. Alright. Now, this question is based on an assumption. We have no proof at all that Summer was hurt. I know there was a video of her leaning up against the milk jugs. That's not proof. None of us were there to know if she needed medical attention or not. We wasn't at the swimming hole to know if she truly did go underwater and was underwater causing problems. Okay? Let's just keep it real. We don't know that's for a fact. It's all hearsay. It's all he said, she said. One person said it and the other one denied it. So my next question is based on the assumption that somewhere along the line, Summer was not feeling well. We'll put it that way. And in that case, why didn't they take her to the hospital? That card sure likes to come up an awful lot. And I've got cold chills going up my leg right now. Okay, right now we got two aces on the board. And the question being, why didn't they take her to the hospital? Now we're going to start off, once again, we've got the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody's moving away, leaving a situation. That volcano looks like it's about to erupt. But this card is about feelings. The feelings are slow to move. Wands isn't quite as slow as the Pentacles, but it is slow. And then the Knight of Wands also reflects a sudden change. Then we have the Ace of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So there was some communication. I can't talk. There was some communication. Peaceful it was peaceful communication. Or it could have been a peaceful thought. Next is the Seven of Cups. Cups being Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That could either be Dad or the young man. Somebody is guarding their heart. Guarding their emotions surrounding their heart. They're guarding their heart with external emotions. And then we have the Ace of Wands. That reflects a new start, a new feeling. Now we're going to clarify these cards. Clarifying the Knight of Wands. We have the Six of Wands. And he's upright. He's feeling victorious. The Ace of Swords. Is clarified by the Eight of Cups. Cups being Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have somebody sitting there looking over the cups as they sit there. The cups are upright. Yeah, this card's upright too. Reflecting on their emotions. We're going to clarify the Seven of Cups. And we get the Three of Swords. Upright, upright. Communication received that is hurting somebody's heart. Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the last one, Ace of Wands. I'll come back to that. And we get the Tower. So the question was, why didn't they take her to the hospital? If indeed she did need to go to a hospital, they failed her. Her heart is hurting. Is it because she was sick and nobody would do anything? The Tower is the change. The change of her disappearing. If indeed there was something wrong with her, whether she got hurt or whether she was sick. She was hurting. And they didn't take her to the hospital. This doesn't say why, and I know your question was why didn't they take her? And I can't tell you why. Because the Spirit didn't tell me. He told me more about her feeling hurt. Now, whether it's feeling physically hurt or emotionally hurt, I'm not sure. There's a question about the results of her last doctor visit. Has she ever seen a doctor? we'll see what we get. What were the results of her last doctor visit? So we have the Magician. The Magician could be the Doctor. The Magician could be the Doctor. Now, if I wanted to guess at how old she was the last time she seen a doctor, well, the Magician is the first, is number one. We have the Fool that comes before the Magician, but his number's 0, which technically isn't a number. And then the next card is the 1, the Magician. So was the last time she seen the doctor, the Magician, when she was a year old? This being the 2 of Swords, being summer, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, was the last time she seen the doctor when she was 2 years old. Possibly 3 years old, but I'm more inclined to believe 1 or 2. She may have had to go see the doctor because she was having some rough issues of some sort. I can't really tell. Rough waters, maybe. Possibly stomach issues, maybe. And you'll probably ask me, well, why would you say stomach issues with that? When I look at the water, I think of the fluids that are in our stomach. I look at where, in this case, water, or it could be, you know, in our stomach it would be acid. She may have gone at the age of 3 because she had a problem with her stomach. I'm going to clarify the Magician, who I believe is the doctor. And we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is upright. Pentacles being Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So the Magician is the Doctor. Pentacles is the building that the Doctor is located in. But the Pentacles is also Mom and Grandma. The 7 reflects a choice. She had to make a choice to take her to the doctor. The 3 of Wands is clarified by the Page of Swords. So if she indeed did have a stomach issue, and that's why she went at roughly the age of 3, maybe. The page represents new beginnings, new journeys. In thoughts and communication, but that card also could represent summer. And that she did go for a possible, I'm just going by what Spirit is telling me, a possible stomach issue because of the water. And she felt better afterwards. And then we have the 2 of Swords. We're going to clarify. And we get the Moon in reverse. And we got water again. There's 2 dogs in this, on this card. And we know dogs are loyal. The Moon in reverse represents to be careful of new situations. And we all know young children, how they swallow stuff when we're not looking. So she may have had stomach issues. It may have been related to, I'm getting stomach issues here as well. So maybe as a young child, you know, the little kids, they pick up stuff and the first thing they do is put it in their mouth. So she may have swallowed something both times. I don't know that for sure. And her medical records, even though she's missing, her medical records is covered under the HIPAA law. So I have no way of verifying that. And trust me, I worked in psych hospitals. I know all about the HIPAA laws. I'm sure law enforcement had access to her medical records. Or somebody, some government agency, I'm sure, has had access to her medical records. And they can do that. It requires a search warrant. They have to have a warrant because of the HIPAA laws. And I got one more question here. If I missed anybody's question, I first want to apologize. When I look at comments on my laptop, it's not like looking at comments on your phone. I need you to be understanding of that. When you're looking at your phone, you can see the comments under each video. Whereas on my laptop, I see the most recent comment, and it could be on a video that I had done. It could be on a different person. A different missing person. So your comments get pushed down and I may not see them. So I want to apologize for that if I'm missing anybody's question. It's not being done on purpose, I promise. I would never do that. So the last question. What do horses have to do with her missing? Well, Spirit has pulled out the big guns on this question. And I know you probably won't understand if you don't do tarot readings. These cards are considered the major arcana cards. This card, Six of Swords, is considered a minor arcana card. The Cups, Pentacles, Wands, and Swords are considered the minor arcana. When you get all major arcana cards come out, there's something huge there. And the first one we get is the devil himself. Somebody under the sign of Capricorn, we know who that is. The flute player. Now, my understanding is he moved out of state. I don't know. Well, we know there's horses in the area. We've seen them on video during a conference, and we know they're at the swimming hole. The next card is the Hermit. That could be somebody in the sign of Virgo. Now, I'm not aware of any Virgos off the top of my head. The next card is the Temperance card here. Somebody under the sign of Sagittarius. Sorry, I had to get a drink. And the last card we have here, once again, is the Tower. So, looking at the cards, what do the horses have to do with summer being missing? The Devil is a toxic person. That's the best way to put it. The Devil is a toxic person. And could possibly have addictions. And then, of course, we've got the good old Hermit, who's in solitude. And there's that snake in the shape of the infinity sign, with its head facing away. It's like as if the snake is leading the hermit. Temperance represents inspiration. And then, of course, the Tower. Lightning struck the top of that tower, and that tower crashed down all the way. So, rebuilding. And we'll clarify these cards because I'm not feeling the answer that you're looking for. How horses are involved in her being missing. So the first card is the Devil. We're going to clarify. Ten of Pentacles. Now the Ten of Pentacles. First off, Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And we know the Devil's Capricorn. Possibly an older person. So the Pentacles themselves could represent the horses. They could represent the stables that horses oftentimes stay in. Not always, but oftentimes. I see loyalty in this card here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. The Hermit. I do apologize for that. This green tea is... Now we got the Queen of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Swords is in reverse. Swords being Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody is not very patient. She actually looks like she's sitting there staring at the Hermit, holding her sword like as if she's about to yell at him. I feel like she's trying to communicate to him. The next is the Temperance card. And we get the Two of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And since we are clarifying the Temperance card, which is inspiration, somebody's inspired by their feelings. And the Tower. I'm checking these cards because I've got 2 10s here. I wanted to see if I had another 10 there. So now we've got the 10 of Swords. We know there was a change. And the Ten of Swords is broken relationship or neglect. Now, Spirit is not showing me how the horses are connected to Summer being missing. Spirit is showing me a story, but it's not about horses. We know we have toxic behavior. We know we have severe toxic behavior in the Pentacles realm. With Mom. And I remember when we were talking about the flute player, the Hermit is walking on stones. And Spirit put it in my head, Stone Mountain, Georgia. Now, if that's where he's at, I don't know. Spirit put that in my head. I don't know if he's close to it. I don't even know where it's located at. I don't even know why I know about Stone Mountain, Georgia. The Temperance card itself could represent the young man's sister. But I'm not getting a message from Spirit as to how the horse or horses are related to Summer being missing. I just don't see it. Now, like I said in the last video, the only other thing there was, somebody wanted me to do a reading on Dad, a psychological profile on Dad. And as I stated the last time, that's what I did for a living for 10 plus years. When I was fresh out of college, that's what I did. That was my job. Psychological profiles. All totaled, I worked in 3 facilities, all psychiatric and substance abuse facilities. For 10 plus years, I worked total of 17 years, but 10 plus years was doing psyche evals. What you want me to do with the cards, I'm not going to do it with the cards. I'm going to do it with what I know best, my education and my experience. So give me some time. I need to observe videos of strictly Dad. But I want to say this. Getting a psychological profile on him is difficult when he's not sober. So I'm going to have to go back to the beginning and watch the video. I think it was, I don't know if it was a news channel or what, where he had one of his children with him. I'm going to have to go back and watch that and see if I can find any other videos. I think the one with him and Mom sitting outside the house, I think he might have been, now when I say sober, I mean not intoxicated on alcohol. I can't say that he's completely sober and not on something else. The difficulty in doing a psychological profile is that we all know when you're drinking how it changes your personality. And of course, the other, take away the alcohol, if you have something else that you're using, that also affects your personality. I would say that there is some underlying, there is an underlying mood disorder. And he's self-medicating. He may himself, and I don't want anybody to think that I am pro-Dad. I'm just giving you what you was asking for. I'm not, I don't, this is, my feelings are out of this, okay? I'm giving you my observations. My feelings have been taken out of it. This is strictly observation. If he were to step in my facility when I worked, right off the bat, I know he needs alcohol detox. That does require a medical detox because you can die from withdrawals if you just stop drinking. What else he's using, I don't know. I would sit him down. I don't know his childhood. He may have past childhood trauma. Most likely does. Most likely does. So there, I feel like I see an underlying mood disorder. I'm not going to say bipolar by any means. I don't see that. I don't see any type of psychosis. From what few videos I have seen. Does he have a personality disorder? I believe so. But I'll tell you all this. As I was taught in school, a person needs to be observed, or they should be observed, for at least a year before you give them a personality disorder diagnosis. But do I see one? Yes. I do. I see traits. I see the traits. I certainly see the traits. So with that said, if you have any questions, number one, make sure it's not a yes or no question. I do my best to take your questions when you do put them in the comments section and they are yes or no questions. I do my best to change them so that they're not, but I cannot always do that. So I'm asking you nicely to please, if you have a yes or no question, reformulate it so it's not a yes or no question. I'd greatly appreciate that. And like I said, I apologize if I have missed anybody's questions. Just know it's because on my laptop the questions keep the comments keep getting pushed down. I scroll down and try to make sure I got them all, but I feel like I'm missing some. So I do apologize for that, if I have missed any. As for the blue and white sign, excuse me, oh Lord, this tea. As for the blue and white sign, I believe somebody answered that in the comment section as to where there was at least one located. On a church. As far as the company that Dad works for, I don't know the name of it. And if you have any other questions, leave them in the comments section. A little reminder, Friday, I'm going to make an attempt, and I'm going to make a very good attempt, at doing a live at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. This will be the first. I had to get a piece of equipment to connect my camera to my laptop to convert it so that it would produce a live stream. So I'm hoping it works. We'll find out Friday night. I send much love, many blessings to all my subscribers, all my viewers. Let's all pray for little Summer Moon Utah Wells. It's time for her to come home. And pray for law enforcement